Percentages. Find 10% of an amount. What is it? A number or ratio expressed as a fraction of 100. Per means for each. Percentage means out of 100. Why? Helpful in calculating how much money you save when something's on sale. Interesting fact. Octopuses have 3 hearts. Now here are the examples we're going to be discussing in today's video. Let's take a closer look at example 1. Now let's read the steps. Step 1. Add a decimal if needed. Step 2. Move the decimal one place to the left. Step 3. Drop extra zeros. Now let's read the question. Find 10% of the number 20. We're going to go ahead and rewrite 20 with a decimal point and an extra zero to help us figure out the answer. And now we're going to move the decimal point one place value to the left, and now that number becomes 2.00. We're going to go ahead and drop the extra zeros in our answer, so our answer is just 2. Now you can also write 2.0 as your answer. Now we're going to show you why this is the case visually. So we're going to draw a square which represents the number 20. We're going to divide it into 10 sections because 100% divided by 10% is equal to 10 sections. And now we're going to change those sections into percents, starting at 10% and going to 100%. Now let's go ahead and highlight the 10% or our answer. And now we need to figure out how much is in each section. So we're going to divide 20 by 10 and the result is 2 per section. So we're going to put 2 in the highlighted section, which is our answer. And now we're going to go ahead and put 2 in the rest of the sections to see what happens to our total. So if we add another 2, we get 4. Another 2 gives us 6. Another one, 8. One more is 10. Another one is 12. One more is 14. One more is 16. One more is 18. And let's add our last one, and that gives us a total of 20. So that is why 2 is 10% of 20. Now let's take a look at example 2. Let's read the question. Find 10% of the number 32.1. Now let's rewrite our number 32.1. We don't need to add any extra zeros or a decimal point since it already has it. And now we're going to go ahead and move our decimal point one place value to the left. And so our number becomes 3.21. And that is our final answer. Now let's go ahead and show you visually why this is the case. So that square represents 32.1. We're going to divide that square into 10 sections because 100% divided by 10% is equal to 10 sections. Now we're going to change each section into a percent, starting at 10% and going all the way to 100%. Now we're going to go ahead and highlight 10%, our answer, and now we need to figure out how much each section is worth. So we're going to divide 32.1 by 10, and the result of that is 3.21 per section. Let's go ahead and put that into the highlighted section, our answer, and our total is 3.21. Now let's go ahead and fill out the rest of the sections to see what happens to our total. So if we add another 3.21, our total now is 6.42. Let's add another. Our total is 9.63. Let's add another. And now our total is 12.84. Let's add another. So our total now is 16.05. Let's add another. Now our total is 19.26. Let's add another. Now our total is 22.47. Let's add another. Now our total is 25.68. Let's add another. So our total now is 28.81. And let's add our last one. And now our total is 32.1. So that is why 3.21 is 10% of the number 32.1. Now let's take a look at example 3. Now we're going to read the question. Find 10% of the number 0.45 or 45 hundredths. We already have our 0 in the number and our decimal point, so we don't need to add anything. And we're going to rewrite our number as 0.45. And now we're going to move that decimal point one place value to the left, so that number becomes 0.045. Now remember, when we write numbers, we're going to have to put a 0 in front of the decimal point. So let's go ahead and add that 0. So our final answer is 0.045 or 45 thousandths. Now let's show you why this is the case visually. So that square represents the number 45 hundredths or 0.45. We're going to divide that square into 10 equal sections because 100% divided by 10% is equal to 10 sections. Now we're going to change those into percents, starting with 10% and go all the way to 100%. Now we're going to highlight that 10% or our answer, and now we need to figure out how much is in each section. In order to do that, we're going to divide our number 0.45 by 10, and the result of that is 0.045 or 45 thousandths as our answer. And now we're going to put that number in the first section or our answer, and now our total is 0.045. Now let's continue to fill in the rest of the sections to see what happens to our total. So if we add another one, our total now is 0.09. Let's add one more. So our total now is 0.135. Let's add another. So our total now is 0.18. Let's add another. So our total now is 0.225. Let's add another. So our total now is 0.27. Let's add another. So our total now is 0.315. Let's add another. So our total now is 0.36. Let's add another. So our total now is 0.405. And let's add the last one. So our total now is 0.45. And that is why 45 thousandths or 0.045 is 10% of the number 0.45. Now it is your turn, so go ahead and pause the video so you can take your time to answer these questions, and I will show you the results in 3, 2, and 1. If you got them correct, well done. If not, there's always tomorrow.